Yeah, good afternoon, students. So we are starting about real numbers ratio test. It is about the convergence of infinite series. This is basically a criteria which can help us to determine whether the given series is convergent or not. Suppose we are given a series summation of un, a positive term series, such that the limit of un upon un plus 1 both are the terms of the same series. This ratio is some number L. Then if this L is greater than 1, then it converges. If L is less than 1, it diverges, and if it is equal to 1, then it may converge or diverge, means we can't see anything. And B part, if this limit is infinity, then the series is always convergent. Now we start with case 1. When L is greater than 1, I can find some epsilon very small, such that L minus epsilon means I subtract this epsilon, this positive number, even then this L minus epsilon remains greater than 1. Since the limit is given as L, by definition of convergent or limit, we can say that there will be some positive integer m such that this inequality satisfies for all n greater than equal to m. This is the definition of convergence equation, and we get this inequality from that side. Now you see here, this equation holds when this n is greater than m. Means greater than m means m plus 1, m plus 2, m plus 3, so on. For all such values, this equation holds. Okay, but I pick only this side of inequality, which is left side. Okay, this is my requirement here. So for greater than m, I choose the values m plus 1, m plus 2, so on, of p minus 1 in succession, means term by term. So L minus satisfy this, and n is replaced by m plus 1, so m plus 1, m plus 2, then m plus 2, m plus 3, so on. I get these inequalities. Same is for p minus 1. This you can see here, p minus 1. Okay, so these are. Then I multiply all these. So these are multiplied here. L1 minus this L minus epsilon, p minus 1 minus m times. Then we can see that this m plus 2, m plus 2 cancel out. First term remains here, and last term from all other terms will cancel out. You can see it by simple calculation. Then we will get this equation. Then I cross multiply this equation, and I get UP this side, and this is I bring it on other side. Here p is with positive sign, here I get minus, here it is minus, I get positive. Then I can write this is less than k L minus epsilon minus p, where here this term L minus epsilon m plus 1 and u m plus 1, um is positive term, this is also positive number, it is less than some finite number k, so I replace this term by k here, and inequality remains as it is. Then you see that this is L minus epsilon, it was bigger than 1, and this equation is written here in the form of series, because we are given a series. When this becomes a geometric series, and L minus epsilon greater than 1, and when I put minus 1, it becomes less than 1. So I can write it as 1 minus epsilon minus 1 power p, and then it is geometric series with comma ratio less than 1, so it is convergent. Since it is convergent, so this is less than this, so by comparison test says it must be convergent. So we prove that this shows that this series is also convergent series, right? This is part 1. Now second part, I case is when L is less than 1. Again I choose some positive number epsilon, positive number, such that L plus epsilon becomes less than 1. It remains less than 1. It is possible. Again I apply the same definition as we did in this earlier. Then I take this right hand side of inequality. Then again this holds for n greater than m, so I write this inequality for this process. Then again I multiply these equations as I did earlier, so I get this. Then from here I do some cross multiplication. I bring UP and this is greater than, so UP greater than UM plus 1, and I change the signs, M plus 1 and minus P, and UP, and I take this, I make this value UM plus is equal to some finite number A, because they are positive terms. Then L plus epsilon, you see it is L plus epsilon we have taken, you can see here we have taken L plus epsilon less than 1. When I put power minus 1, it becomes greater than 1. So this is geometric series with power P, and this common ratio is greater than 1. It means it is divergent by ratio term. So our term is bigger than this, bigger than this. So this is, it is divergent means sum is infinite. So it is bigger than this, it must be infinite. So this series is divergent series. For case L is equal to 1, we give an example because here it may convert the diverse. Now I have taken the series, this series 1 upon n, and we have proved that it is convergent. Then this is series by P test, it is convergent, and this is divergent. This is divergent. When I take the ratio of these two, I get 1. Okay, but this is divergent and this is convergent. So hence I take the limit. Limit is again I am getting 1. In other case again I am getting the limit. So in case of convergent series and in case of divergent series, I am getting the ratio 1. So when your limit is equal to 1, we can't see anything. The given series is convergent or divergent. Okay. Then next is B part. The ratio limit of this un upon un plus infinity. When I say infinity, it means it is growing. In general sense, you can say it is infinity when numerator is growing fast than denominator. Okay. So by definition of limit towards infinity, we say it is bigger than any number. Okay. Then, but it is true for n greater than m. Again, this is m upon n. It is successfully, and I write the inequalities and I multiply as I did in previous. And this is, you know, this is your which side? This is your left hand side of the inequality. Same. So I get this term, and from here you can say that un is less than this, but here k minus power n, m is this term. So un is less than equal to mbn. Okay. So bn is k minus n. We can say here. So by comparison test, it is un is convergent, then un is this also. Why? Because un, this bn is convergent and it is less than this bn. So it must be convergent. Less than convergent is convergent. Bigger than divergent is divergent. This is the methodology we are following. There are some remarks for this. These are some examples. In our case, this is a series. You have to identify here nth term is n upon n plus 1. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. So nth term is n upon n plus 1. So I take the ratio. Here this is un. Then un plus 1 is, I write n plus 1 upon n plus 2. So I take the ratio. I divide. Then I take this n, I take common. And then n 1 plus 1 by 2 and then n cancel out. Same here, n we take n common from here, and from here this is same. So 1 plus 1 1 and n square they will cancel out. So when we take the limit, 2 upon infinity is 0, so 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0, so answer is 1. Okay, so answer is here, answer is 1, so we can't say anything. Okay, this does not give us information. Now we take the nth term of the un. This is nth term. I take the ratio. As n tends to infinity, ratio is again 1. We have studied in first lecture of this unit that if our series is convergent, then nth term goes to 0. Okay. So here nth term is not going to 0. It means if it is convergent, then nth term should go to 0, but it is not going to 0. It means it cannot be convergent. Okay, so this shows that it is divergent. If it is convergent, nth term always goes to 0. The limit of n stem is always 0. Next example, again n cube plus a 2 to the power n, then un plus 1. Un plus 1 means I replace n by n plus 1. Here n plus 1, here n plus 1. So it will be a this form. Then you take n cube common from here, and from here n cube cancel out. So it is 1 plus this, it is 1 plus 1 upon n. So I will get the limit is 2, which is greater than 1. So it is, by ratio test it is convergent. So here the summation this. So this is here n stem is given in GeoCD. Sometimes it is given as numbers, you have to identify the n stem. Sometimes it is given in the form of n stem. So here n stem is this whole term. So replace n by n plus 1, you see n plus 1 terms. Then you take the ratio. So you want to take the ratio and to take n common, and n will cancel out from here. So this is 1, 1 and this 1. So you will get 1 upon x. Now if 1 upon x is less than 1, then it is convergent. Okay, if it is greater than 1, then it is convergent, and if it is greater than 1, when x is less than 1, and it is divergent when 1 upon x is less than 1. So you can find different values of x. Okay, for x is equal to 1, it becomes this. So then you take the comparison test, because we have here n common, n square, and here we have 1n, so 1n is here we have. So I take 1 upon n so that they cancel out. Then the ratio is finite ratio. Okay. Then they have same behavior, but this series 1 upon n is divergent. So this series must be divergent. So we are using these tests. Okay. There are again some examples. You can do these examples at home. Practice these. They are important questions. There is a need of practice. Okay, and there are some exercises which you need to solve at home. So I have sent the soft copy of this content already. So this is about today's lecture. So thank you all.